I just hope that I can get it held down with enough that it's not going to get carried off by the wind. We get some tremendous winds here. Well, I've had it up not even a whole day. The wind just came up, and you can see I don't have it hooked down securely enough. Well, first I laid down some cardboard as insulation. I put a blue tarp down as a ground cover to help insulate the ground. I bought some blue buckets at Lowe's. I was going to fill with water and use them to anchor the poles, and I was going to use them so that I had the solar gain of the water from the dark buckets. And yeah, before I got a chance to finish, the wind came up, and you can see I'm already having trouble with my little pop-up greenhouse. I also put some boards down around the bottom to help hold it down, but you can see the combination of those didn't work. So I need to get busy, fill those buckets with water, and then I'm going to bungee cord them to the frame in hopes that that'll help support and hold this down in my windy Alaska granny camp. Oh my gosh, okay. I need more solutions than this. This is not working out. Okay, it's still blowing around. Now it's just cockeyed the other way. Keep working. That seems to be doing the trick. I found two 60-pound sandbags. I filled up 4 of the Lowe's buckets. They're dark blue inside, and I tied them to the legs. I don't have bungee cords. I was going to bungee cord them, but I don't have any. And before I could get them, I needed to get this settled down. So the buckets are full of water, which that was also a challenge because I don't have running water out here. I had 4 extra white buckets that I use for dirty tasks, and so I filled those also with water. So I can still unzip one side of the door, and you can see I tied the buckets up the best I could. I have to get some bungee cords, and yeah, there's one on each of the frames. I've also tried to put a few things up here to keep this from poking through, but I need to get some way to hook it, some zip ties or something, just some different things I stuck up here to make sure that the wind didn't cause the frame to poke a hole through the cover. So I've got to get a few more because there's these stress points, and you can see that would be, there's a place that it could be damaged easily. Anyway, the window stayed closed, and it actually is warm in here. Considering it's been tipped over and everything. It was about 62, and it's only about 50 outside, so it's definitely working. It's heating things up. And even last night it was down in the low 30s, and it was about 42 inside of here before the wind came up. So you can see the frame is still together. If this would have been something I had to put 100 pieces together, it would probably be in 1,000,000 pieces by now. So I do have my 2 bags of soil, and I need to get busy trying to plant something, but first I need to keep this upright. You know how people say, I'm gonna bug out and go live in the woods, I can face any challenge. Well, let me tell you, there are a whole bunch of challenges you haven't even thought about, and if you think that that's something that you ever want to do, you better try spending some more time outside when it's challenging, because it's amazing what you can learn from the experiences of adventure. So hopefully I've got my pop-up greenhouse situated so it's going to stand through the wind, and stay tuned for the next chapter of the adventures of Alaska Granny and her pop-up greenhouse out in Alaska. If you liked my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.